Apple found a way to screw over iPhone users yet again. So, in the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, they're not exactly the same. Most things are the same. You get the new action button, you get the new titanium body, you get the new USB 3 compatible charging port, all those great things. But when it comes to the cameras, not all things are created equal. So you do have the 48 megapixel camera, the primary shooter, but the new telescopic telephoto is only in the Pro Max, which of course they did have a price increase on that phone, so you have to pay extra to get it. Now, you've always had to pay extra to go from the Pro to Pro Max, but the whole idea of the Max wasn't that it was necessarily the maxed out model of the phone, it's that the Max was the larger size. Effectively, the phones were identical. You just got the smaller screen or the bigger screen. Smaller battery, bigger battery, because of course they coincide with the different body sizes. So, if you want to get the latest and the greatest when it comes to that really cool camera that they were advertising, of course you got different focal lengths, goes up to 5 times zoom instead of 3 times zoom, which I get it. I mean, that's nothing like what we get with the Samsung phones and some of the other phones that are out there, but 5 times optical zoom, I think it's okay. That's what we have in the Pixel, and I think for meaningful photography, meaningful video, and things like that, I think of 5 times optical, especially if you can talk about having different focal lengths with the camera. You can really work some magic, and you can get some good close-in shots, you can get some good zoom shots and things like that. But if you want to get the iPhone 15 Pro, you're going to get the same old telephoto lens that we had this last year, so you're going to miss out on that. Now, the other reason for the price increase justification, of course, it does have additional storage. So the iPhone 15 Pro has the 128 gigabytes. The iPhone 15 Pro Max, it has 256 starting, and then you get that new telephoto camera. So I'm not cool with that. I was okay with the idea of paying an extra $100 and go from the Pro to the Pro Max, but when you get these phones, when you buy the Pro, you expect that you get the Pro version of the phone. Why is there a Pro, like, I don't want to say Pro Max, because like the whole idea of the Pro and the Max and the Plus and things like that is you basically get the same as the smaller phone, but you get the larger screen. And that's pretty much how it's been, other than there was one thing with an added video characteristic, like 2 or 3 years ago with the Pro Max. But this year, yeah, it's kind of annoying because part of this upgrade cycle was you wanted to get that cool new camera. We thought we were going to get it for the Pro and the Pro Max, and then you find out on launch day, they do the Charlie Brown and the Lucy with the football, and you get the rug pulled out from under you, and they go, well, if you want to pay the extra $200, yes, you can have the new telephoto camera in your phone. And I can't get jiggy with that. And it really irks me because I don't want the bigger phone. I bought the bigger phone for the 14 Pro Max for the first time in years because the 14 Pro battery just sucked so bad. So I got the Pro Max so that way I could have better battery life, which it gave me slightly better sucky battery life. But I don't like the phone because it's so big. It's big, it's bulky, it doesn't really, I don't like the ergonomics on the iPhone. Now, I do appreciate that they shaved off about 20 grams or so with this titanium addition to the frame. That will help out. That will make it feel lighter, more balanced. But still, I find that like iPhones are pretty blocky. I don't like the flat sides all the way around. I'm just not a big fan of the overall design. So I was going to go with the Pro. The Pro is the one that I've gotten for years and years and years. And I'm not a big fan of the big size, the Pro Max. So it irks me that if I wanted to get this new camera, and I do like having a nice telephoto camera because I think it makes for great photography, especially being able to kind of zoom in from a distance. Because when you get too close with the primary lens, a lot of times you get a lot of blur. And that's just because of the sensor size, the focal length, all that crazy stuff. So when you have that telescopic telephoto, you've got that 5 times optical, you really can zoom in and you can get some really great photos. And it's something that I've really enjoyed with like my Sony Xperia 1 Mark V. You can get some really great photos because it's like you're getting really close up, but you're not getting so close up that it's blurring out the photos. And that's been a workaround I've told people to do for like the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 7 because that sensor, whenever you get so close to things, it blurs them out and it makes it more difficult. So you just have to zoom in. So I'm really not a big fan of this approach that Apple has taken here because I don't want to spend the extra $200 and I don't want to have to get the Pro Max. I wanted to just get the Pro phone. So I'm going to have to reevaluate what I'm going to do in this situation and which phone that I'm going to get. But it really irks me, this decision that they've made, and I was going to let you know because a lot of people don't know this. Yes, they talk about it very vaguely whenever it comes to these things, and then the advertisements, like they don't necessarily put it out there and go, oh, yeah, you're not getting the exact same phone if you get the Pro. And I feel like you should, especially because that's, kind of how it's been. It's the pro level phone. It's not really the pro level phone if you're not getting the pro level features that the Pro Max is getting. I mean, am I right? At least that's my thought process. So I just want to let you guys and gals know, if you decide to go do that yeah, you got to upgrade to the Pro Max. Now, if you want to get the larger storage model in the Pro, which I will plan on doing, it's about $100 price gulf, but it's not necessarily so much about the dollars as it is I just don't want that phone. And you may not want that phone either. It's very large, it's very bulky, and yes, it's still bulky even with the cut down on a little bit of the weight. That just adds to like the heft and the density of the phone. So it's still a big phone, and maybe you want that, maybe you don't want that. I'm not crazy about it, but I'm really not crazy about the fact that I can't get those same features in the pro level phone. I mean, if it's not going to have all the same features, why are you going to call it the Pro? Because it's not really. The other one's the Pro. This is like the business associate version of the iPhone, right? So, going to go ahead and log off here. I just wanted to talk about that, let you guys know, because I was looking at it and I didn't realize at first that, yeah, there's a difference between the telephoto cameras and the capabilities between the two phones. So since I was looking at it, and I thought you guys needed to know about it too. So that's all I've got here. If you have any questions or comments, of course, please go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you found this helpful, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.